Direct your attention to the field as members of the Southern Nash Air Force Junior ROTC will be entering the field, and they will be presenting the colors for tonight. Carrying the United States flag is Cadet Colonel Commander Megan. Carrying the North Carolina flag is Cadet Major Harley Tanner. Carrying the United States Air Force flag is Cadet Second Lieutenant Alejandro Ledesma. The rifle bearers are Cadet Master Sergeant Maximus Arguelles Estrada and Cadet Sergeant Ron Rockowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please rise and remove all headwear as we will prepare for the playing of our national anthem by the Southern Nash Marching Firebirds.
Thank you.
Good evening, Firebird fans, and welcome back to Southern Nash and Firebird Friday Night Lights, where tonight Southern Nash hosts the Eastern Region Championship against the Eastern Alamance Eagles. Tonight's game will be brought to you by Vandermark Farms. And it also shows a rematch of last year's second round playoff game in which Eastern Alamance came out victorious in the final moments of the game with a 1-point win as Quentin Cooley managed to rush for 413 yards in a losing effort. And that record does stand as one of the top in NCHSAA history. So we'll be getting underway here shortly, waiting for the captains as they make their way to the field. We're very excited about tonight's game. Tonight is the first time since 2009 that Southern Nash has been to the Eastern Region Championship. Back in 2009 was a great matchup with South Johnston in a triple overtime thriller in which Southern Nash came up short. Of course, the winner of tonight's game moves on to the state championship. And should the Southern Nash Firebirds pull this off tonight, it would be their first time ever. Coincidentally, 29 years ago, Southern Nash made its first trip to the Eastern region championship under the head coaches of Ray Davis, who had taken over for Algie Faircloth, who had passed away earlier that season. And that team also had a first-year assistant coach by the name of Brian Foster in his first season. So 29 years later, we come full circle as Brian Foster looks for his first trip ever to the state championship along with the Firebirds of Southern Nash. Tonight's captains, senior quarterback, number 2, Matt Foster. Senior defensive back, number 7, Isaiah D.C. Walker Warren. Senior running back, number 5, Zach Jones. And senior running back, the beast, Quentin Cooley. We are at pretty much capacity tonight. We expect that by game time it will be standing room only. I'm sure you can see across the way to the visitor stands of Eastern Alamance that they have already filled up and people are starting to overflow. And I can assure you that Southern Nash is the same way. As I'm looking up and down the bleachers and as the band makes its way in, there will be no seats available. So a big anticipated matchup. On the return, little backstory is some of the things that have been going on this week. I know there was a newspaper article published in the Eastern Alamance newspaper in which there was a few, would you say, not complimentary remarks made about Southern Nash, in which they referred to our offense as a wreck ball offense, as in we didn't pass. This is true. We've only, Matt's thrown for about 60 times, roughly about 700 yards. We're not a passing offense. However, we are a running offense, and the big trick to that is you have to stop the run. And of course, as always, the big trigger for that is, hey, we got to key on Quentin Cooley and stop him. And I know you people that have followed us all season know that that's just the haymaker punch. All the jabs that are coming at you, the Zach Joneses, the Jackson Vicks, the Jason Blands, the Dalen Whitleys, the Terrence Raspberries, Matt Foster himself, who had 100 yards rushing last week in the win over Terry Sanford. Just stop Quentin. Just like last year, the plan was to stop Zonovan Knight. Had it not been for an injury, which did take Zonovan Knight out of the game, the plan didn't work too well to stop Quentin that night. Like I said earlier, he rushed for 413 yards. So tonight I'm commentating. I am your, as usual, Brent Cone. I'll be commentating the game alongside my compadre here, Nick Lamb. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Doing great. Ready for some football.
I guess this is officially the last Firebird Friday night light game that we're going to have this year. Next week's game would be on Saturday at Carter Finley Stadium. Unfortunately, we won't be able to carry that game live. It will be live for everybody who wants to see it, obviously, on public television, so you can watch the game. However, we're going to be on the sidelines. We're going to be we'll be able to shoot you some shots, and hopefully we'll be able to pull that off for you. As the captains wake their way to midfield, and Metallica starts to play in the background, the crowd starts to get a little rowdy. We know who's about to take the field. So last year's game, it was really the Austin Bryant Show, who's the quarterback for Eastern Alamance, who led Eastern Alamance to that 21-point comeback victory. He's going to be a hard one to handle tonight. He's thrown for, I think it's around 2,800 yards this year on the season. However, his number one target is out tonight with an injury. He accounted for about 1,200 of those yards that he had thrown for. Of course, last year, with Bam being hurt, he was not the only one. In addition, we had several defensive starters and seniors that pretty much ended up in a huddle on the sideline watching the game, which was a heartbreaker. And the other missing factor that was not here last year is he had left school for 1 year to go attend another school is that number 7 you see out on the field, Isaiah Walker-Warren, who, as we all know, has been a huge difference maker. Nick, how many interceptions has he had this year?
A total was 7 on the year.
7 on the year, so he could be custom made for Mr. Austin to throw him a few INTs here. So as we get ready to get underway here, DC's getting them pumped up. All right, we got the extended version of the pregame tonight, as I guess the anticipation is building. Of course, Eastern Alamance also undefeated, number 3 seed in the East. As the number 1 seed undefeated, Southern Nash Firebirds take the field.
We get the ball first.
So Eastern Alamance did win the toss and opted to defer. So Southern Nash will get the ball first. So it'll be interesting to see. Last week, Southern Nash only threw 1 pass, as they did amass 400-plus yards in rushing, as Quentin Cooley led the way with around 180 and 5 touchdowns. Jackson Vick had 139 and 2 touchdowns, followed by Matt Foster with 100 yards and a couple of touchdowns of his own.
Also, not forgetting Quentin Cooley's 67-yard punt return for a touchdown as well last week.
That's correct. You know, Quentin Cooley, we've talked several times during the year about where he ranks both state and nationally. I've got some of those stats I'll be sharing with you a little bit later in the broadcast. Right now, we're ready to get this thing underway for the opening kickoff. As Quentin Cooley and Isaiah Walker-Warren are back deep, and the ball is kicked deep. Will be fielded by DC Walker-Warren, and he'll bring it out, and it will be a touchback as it's kicked into the end zone. So Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So Southern Nash's offense takes the field, just to kind of tell you where Quentin's at coming into the night. And not to make this all about Quentin or the Quentin Cooley show, because he, as he mentioned last year in post-game interviews, it's about his boys and his line that help it make it possible for him. In the state, Quentin is number 1 in rushing yards for 3A at 2,633 yards, as he gets that first handoff and carries it out for a gain of about 7 to the 27-yard line. He also ranks 1st in overall classifications in both points scored and touchdowns scored in the state of North Carolina, with 334 points and 51 touchdowns. To carry that one step further and look at the national picture, Quentin Cooley ranks 3rd in touchdowns at 51 and 2nd in points scored at 334, with all classifications nationwide. Second play from scrimmage is a pass to Quentin Cooley. It's caught and complete. He'll be out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Speaking of the 51 touchdowns he has on the year, 11 of those have come in the past 2 games.
The other thing you need to mention is the fact that he sat out an entire game and didn't score a touchdown against Northern Nash in the playoff game. And they will call his number again as he's breaking free. He's got room to run. Definitely a first down. So he lays a hit on.
Should be about the 43-yard line.
That's a huge run for Quentin Cooley. Take it out to the 43-yard line. Not bad for a rec ball player. As you can see on the end of that run, Quentin put a little extra stank on that last hit when that guy tried to tackle him before he stepped out of bounds. I believe somebody might be fired up. This will be Matt Foster on the keeper. He'll take it out to about the 45, pick up a couple on the play. It's going to bring up second, about 8. And, Nick, I apologize. I know I stole your thunder with reeling off some stats. But as I was looking up some of that stuff today, I got pretty hyped up about Quentin. There's another interesting one that I'll share a little bit later. As Jackson Vick gets this handoff, and he'll make it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a half a yard or so. It's going to bring up third down, and we'll call it a long 7. So just shy of the 46-yard line, 3rd and 7. A huge play upcoming here for the Firebirds as they need to convert, and obviously a conversion will put them into Eagle territory. And Quentin Cooley will get the call. He'll break through, and he will charge forward for a first down. Quentin Cooley takes it to the 45-yard line of the Eagles, and he will move the chains once again.
Ran through 2 Eagles as well.
So I'm sure the Eagles have fond memories of the 413 yards that Quentin chalked up on him last year, not to mention he did that while sporting a separated shoulder throughout the game. Matt Foster will keep this, and he'll take the turn up the middle and go out across the 40-yard line, pick up about 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Firebirds, and a nice run by Matt Foster.
And no flag on a Matt Foster run, which is nice to see coming into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Which we have gotten better. Last week we only had a total of 4 penalties in the whole game.
Which is a far cry better from the Northern Nash game.
Oh, yeah.
Says we're now approaching the 8-minute mark remaining. Quentin Cooley will get the pitch back. He's going to turn what looked like nothing into a couple. It's going to bring up another 3rd down. Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. Now they're going to give him an extra yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3, a long 3 here. So another 3rd down conversion upcoming. Big Luke Watson back under center after the injury to Trenton Weeks last week. Quentin Cooley will get his number called again. He'll trudge forward. He's going to make it out close to the line to gain. It's going to depend on the spot. It looks like he's going to be about a half yard shy of that line to gain. Make that a yard shy. That'll bring up 4th down and 1. And Brian Foster does elect to go for it here on 4th and 1 from the Eagles' 36-yard line. A lot of crowding there on the line as Quentin Cooley will punch that through, and he'll fall across the 35-yard line, and that will be enough to convert the first down and move the chains once again as Quentin Cooley racks up his 3rd first down of the evening. Just passing the 7-minute mark remaining in the first quarter. And so far, the rec ball run seems to be very efficient for the Firebirds. Hand off to Jason Bland. He's going to take the end. He's got an opening. Number 32 for the Eagles slipped through a slot there and caught him. It's going to be a gain of a couple on the play. Looks like that's going to be 2nd and about 8 after the short gain. Matt Foster brings the play back in, and he's back under center. Has not run from the shotgun yet tonight. Quentin Cooley get his number called again. He's still on his feet, along with pretty much 7 of the Eagle defenders draping over him. It's going to bring up a 3rd down once again. It's going to be a 3rd and about 4 on the play. Ball will be spotted at the Eagle 23-yard line. Foster steps back under center. He'll call the 20 number again, and he'll take that out close to 1st down yardage. Looks like waiting for the spot here. And the official does signal that it is a 1st down. Quentin Cooley's 4th, Southern Nash's 4th of the night. So once again, they move to change and creep ever so closer to the end zone. Be 1st and 10 from the 23 of Eastern Alamance. Of course, I'm sure you can see on the camera there, the field's looking a little rough. Obviously, a lot of extra play this year on the field, a lot of weather lately, which brings us to our sponsor tonight, Vandermark Farms. Vandermark Farms is really going to be able to help us out after this is over to do some repair work. That natural turf grass, we're looking forward to them coming out and making our field beautiful again. Short gain on the play is going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Of course, for Vandermark Farms, producing natural turf grass sod has been their family business since 1988. Once again, Matt Foster will keep this one himself. He's going to go for the sidelines. He'll be brought down just shy of the out-of-bound line, so the clock will run. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 after a couple of yards of gain on that play. So yet another 3rd down conversion opportunity for the Firebirds. Still outside of the red zone at the Eagle 21. Quentin Cooley will get the pitch. He'll do a reverse to Jason Bland, who's going to take it around the end. He'll cut back up. He's going to be brought down shy of the 1st down, about a yard, maybe a yard and a half shy on the carry. It will bring up 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 2 on the play.
And no surprise, we're going to be going for it.
So just outside the 15-yard line. And the long count manages to draw the Eagles offsides as the flags come flying in. And Southern Nash will get the 1st down and move the chains the easy way. Little help from the Eagles. Great poise there by Matt Foster to hold that count and to draw those guys offside. Encroachment is the call. It will be a 1st and 10 with the line to reach just outside of the goal line. So obviously the Firebirds could get another 1st down, but the nose of the football would almost have to break the plane to get a 1st down. Matt Foster will keep this for himself. A lead block by Quentin Cooley. Foster will gain a couple on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down. As we can see on the Baker Professional scoreboard, as the clock is winding down towards the 2-minute mark remaining in the 1st quarter. Also sponsoring tonight's scoreboard is C-Squared Show Cattle. out of Nashville, North Carolina. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. As Quentin Cooley gets the call again, he'll slice back up the middle, still on his feet. He's going to take it down. They're going to mark him down shy. That's awfully close to that nose touching the plane. Could it be a first down here? There was a line to reach. The ball is placed right there at the goal line. They're probably going to need to bring that out possibly and measure. So they're going to call that 3rd down and very short. As the head official does call timeout.
It is going to be very close to it.
And he's going to call for that measurement. I mean, the ball is almost there, breaking the plane of the end zone. I mean, it would have to be an inch.
We have a car that needs to be moved, or it's going to have to be towed. Mr. Ralph Ray, if you could move your car, please. Mr. Ralph Ray, if you could move your car, please. Needs to be moved. And
it looks like it will be the 1 inch. So it'll be 3rd and inch. You know, and a first down would be great here. But I can tell you, I think I'd rather settle for 6.
I think the whole team has that same mindset right now. Came this far. Leave with 6.
This is just under a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. 1:29 remaining. Southern Nash's offense will take the field again. Last week versus Havelock, Eastern Alamance and Havelock both were scoreless until the 4th quarter. And this opening drive sees Quentin Cooley take it into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. As with 1:19 remaining in the first quarter, Southern Nash takes the early 6-0 lead with the PAT upcoming as Evan Barnes trots onto the field for the extra point kick. Now, the other interesting stat on Quentin Cooley, that makes his 52nd touchdown of the year, rushing touchdown, 52nd rushing touchdown, 46th rushing touchdown. That's 52 overall. And the kick is no good, so the score remains 6-0. But with that rushing touchdown by Quentin Cooley, he now moves into a sole possession of 11th place in the history of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association for rushing touchdowns. One more touchdown would put him in a 3-way tie for 9th. So that kind of gives you an idea of the impact that Quentin Cooley has had this season. That is the season record. Of course, the season record individually is 59 rushing touchdowns in a season. Quentin's a ways from that, but with 46, he is threatening, to be honest with you, not only the top 10, but the top 5. So with 1:19 remaining in the first quarter, Southern Nash takes the early lead, 6-0. Of course, that is the first time that Eastern Alamance has trailed in quite some time. I don't know that they actually have trailed in the playoffs. As I mentioned earlier, the Havelock Eastern Alamance game was scoreless until the 4th quarter, and they did score first against Havelock before going on to that 21-7 victory. The high pooch kick. It'll hit the ground. The ball's out. Looks like the Eagles will fall on it. As Jason Bland is in there fighting to try to get his hand on it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their on 35-yard line with just over a minute remaining in the first quarter. The ball will be spotted at the 34, actually. As Eastern Alamance immediately goes to the shotgun with Austin Bryant. Screen pass out to number 28. He'll take that out of bounds. A gain of a couple on the play. Looked like he had at least 4 wideouts trips to the right. So he's got twins to the right and to the left here. Single back behind him is going to be handed off up the middle. He's going to charge forward. He's going to be close to a first down. Have to see where the spot is here. The ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line. Looks like that's going to be a little bit short. So that'll be 3rd and short, less than a yard. Officials have called a timeout here. They want to discuss something. And they will. Looks like they are going to call for a measurement here. So kudos to the officials tonight for, dotting their I's and crossing their T's and make sure the calls. A lot of times they'll eyeball this thing. So we're waiting for the chain to get pulled here. And as the ball goes down, it looks like it's going to be. I don't know if he can. It will be a first down. So that's as close as you can get. Oh, my goodness. They had to pull out a business card to see if it would break the space between them. It will be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Eagles. It's going to be handed off again. He's caught in the backfield. He breaks that first tackle. He's going to be brought down as he crosses the midfield line. It's going to be a gain of about 9 on the play.
So they're going to try to get one more play before the first quarter ends.
And that ball was carried by DJ Jackson, number 28. Looking to pass. Austin's looking to pass. He's got a man open. It's complete. He breaks a tackle, and he's breaking away, and he's going to take it all the way to the end zone as Eastern Alamance returns the score just prior to the first quarter expiring. 6.7 seconds remaining on the clock in the first quarter as Eastern Alamance strikes with their first points of the game to tie this up with the PAT upcoming. So the snap is backing down, and the kick is good. So just like that, in just under a minute and a half, Eastern Alamance has taken the lead from the Firebirds by a score of 7-6.
Eastern Alamance came out swinging.
Yes, they did, as Austin Bryant immediately threw several completions there. It was, I have to say, it was spiced up a little bit. It was nicely there by the run. A little reminiscent of 1990 when Donnie Davis came here with Burlington Cummins, and obviously touted as one of the best passing quarterbacks in the state. Both he and Heath Schuler were graduating that year. Heath Schuler from Swain County. And they actually pulled off the run game, which was proved to be the X factor for Burlington Cummins that night. So I'm sure Foster is already preparing to make some adjustments there on that offense, as Quentin Cooley and Isaiah Walker-Warren are once again back deep for the kick return. And it'll be a bullet kick to Isaiah Walker-Warren. He will get a return this time. He's back up the middle, still on his feet. He will be brought down. Forward motion will get him out to the 25-yard line, and that's where Southern Nash will take over for their second offensive possession of the night. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. As the quarter does expire, we'll be changing ends. So as I mentioned earlier, tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Farms. Their business is now the premier supplier of natural grass sod to Central, Eastern North Carolina, and Southern Virginia. They supply the landscape industry as well as athletic fields such as Southern Nash, golf courses, and erosion control projects. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 varieties of natural grass, and I can assure you Quentin Cooley's probably got some of all of that in the bottom of his shoes, as he has definitely tracked some yards across eastern North Carolina as he's carried the ball now for well over 2,700 yards this season. Vandermark Farms' vision is to enhance their customers' field of dreams, 1 yard, 1 field at a time. And in 2016, they received the Near B Mayo Body Senior Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And working with natural turf grass is not only rewarding for their family, it's also just plain fun and exciting. And as always, we thank Vandermark Farms for supporting the Firebirds. They've been absolutely fantastic supporters this year. Once again, I always like to mention they give that opportunity for these young men to be exposed, not only to be seen by their family, if they can't make it to the game tonight or may be living far away or unable to attend, but also by colleges and coaches around the country. So thank you, Vandermark Farms. And, of course, our scoreboard tonight is sponsored by Baker Professionals as well as C-Squared Show Cattle. And that scoreboard stands at 7-6. As the second quarter starts, there'll be a flag coming out as Matt Foster will run basically for no gain. It'll be a hold called against the Firebirds. That'll tack a few yards on should Eastern Alamance so choose to accept that penalty. They will replay first down. Looks like it's going to be first and about 20 for the Firebirds as they are backed up. To their own 15-yard line. So far the first quarter tonight, Nick, is pretty much what it was billed to be. The air attack versus the ground attack. Air Force versus Army here. It's like another flag is going to come in. It looks like this flag is pretty much going to be will be encroachment against the Eagles. So that'll move 5 yards back in the positive direction for the Firebirds and make it first and 15 now. So now ball spotted by the 19-yard line. It's going to be handed off to Quentin Cooley. He's going to break some tackles and move out beyond the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about maybe 10 on the play. That's going to bring second down and about 6. So looks like about 12 on that carry. Quentin gets the call again. He'll take a big, giant heads down step forward. Going to pick up about 4 more on that play. He looks like he can bring a third down and 2 and an actual short 2. Very manageable there for the Firebirds. So definitely need to convert here. Jackson Vick goes in motion and he gets the handoff. He'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage and will actually be thrown for a loss here. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3 for the Firebirds, and Evan Barnes will be on to punt. A little too risky, and I mean, this is the Eastern Championship down inside their own territory. A little too risky to try to go for it there, so the headsy move by Coach Brian Foster to go ahead and punt this away and play a little defense here. As that punt is away, it's a nice punt. There's nobody back to receive. It will take an Eagle bounce, and it will be downed by Luke Coble at the 36-yard line of Eastern Alamance, and that's where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 on their second offensive possession of the night. So a big test here for the defense. Obviously, they got a little shell-shocked earlier with the passing game. Kind of caught on their heels with a couple of decent runs that supplemented the pass. And Eastern Alamance will be operating from the shotgun again as we get an official timeout here.
Here's another flag.
So another flag, and it will be encroachment against the Firebirds. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty in favor to the Eagles, as it will now be 1st and 5 from the 41-yard line for Eastern Alamance. From the shotgun, he's got to pass out in the screen on a loop around. He's going to be hit pretty much just beyond the line of scrimmage, a gain of about maybe 1 on the play or maybe 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3. Once again, Bryant from the shotgun. Going to be handoff. He'll keep this one for himself. He'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage and brought down with a gain maybe of a half a yard or so with forward momentum. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Eagles. So after the short gain, that brings up 3rd down and 2, as it'll be a big defensive stand here for the Firebirds. Once again, the shotgun, he's caught in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down. Looked like a miscommunication in the backfield as the Alamance Eagles, Eastern Alamance Eagles, looks like they're having a little argument with each other there on the busted play. He's going to bring up 4th down nonetheless, be 4th and 2. And it looks like they will try to go for it here from their own 44-yard line. Once again from the shotgun.
I think it's a false start.
False start against. Looks like the offensive line jumped early, waiting to see who actually made the first move and if they were looking to defend themselves. So we'll see what the call is here. False start against the Eagles. That'll move it back 5 yards, make it 4th and 7.
Alan Langley was the first to signal for it. I'm pretty sure no official wanted to argue with him.
As head coach John Kirby changes the call and sends on the punting unit to punt it away with Quentin Cooley back deep. And if you remember, last week there was a punt in the second quarter to Quentin Cooley. He just so happened to return it all the way. So the punt is away. And Quentin will let that one fall. It will take an Eagle bounce. Looks like it'll be down just inside the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Firebirds after a great defensive stand by the Firebird defense.
It seemed like the changed their game plan a little bit after that first drive that almost looked a little too easy for Eastern Alamance.
You know, those first couple of drives were what we expected, the ground and pound from Southern Nash, the passing game kind of showing itself for Eastern Alamance, and then the defenses both stepped in and had both of them had a couple of big stops. Matt Foster will keep this one. He's going to split it up the middle. A lot of room to run. He's definitely got a 1st down out beyond the 35-yard line of Southern Nash to about the 30, just shy of the 38, as Matt Foster will rush for a 1st down right up the middle there. Great run by quarterback senior Matt Foster. It's like this is going to be handed off to Quentin. He's still on his feet. He's breaking in the tackle. He's breaking away. One man can stop him if he can outrun him, and he breaks away from him. Quentin Cooley takes it to the house for 6. A quick score by the Firebirds after the punt. Quentin Cooley for his 47th rushing touchdown of the season, second on the night. Puts another 6 on the board.
62 yards out.
It almost looked as though he was looking back, toning the guy to try to catch him as he pulled away from him.
Yeah. Probably said something like, this wrecking ball can run.
So I'm not sure of the actual yardage, but after that run, I'm sure that Quentin has now passed 100 yards rushing.
62 yards.
On that carry, but if you add in the others, he's probably already surpassed 100 yards rushing, as Brian Foster will burn his first time out of the half with 7:27 remaining. As he wants to talk about this conversion, obviously he's going to go for 2 here to get it back to 14. A reminder, tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Farms here in Nash County. Producing natural turf grass sod has been their family business since 1988. They are the premier supplier of natural grass sod to Central, Eastern North Carolina, and Southern Virginia. As they put big Alan Langley in to the offensive line, the largest body on the Southern Nash roster. The ball's going to be given to Quentin Cooley. He'll run right behind Alan Langley. He's still on his feet, waiting for the signal here, and it's going to be short. They're going to call that short. So the second missed conversion of the night leaves the score with 7:27 remaining in the half. Southern Nash 12, Eastern Alamance 7. So that's a missed opportunity there for 3 points that Southern Nash could have tacked on there. Had a big hole that filled up really quick as Quentin walks off the field. Has a little as he speaks to graduated last year playing college football this year. Donovan Thompson standing on the sidelines. Alongside just a little bit further down, Mr. Zonovan Knight, who is here on the sidelines tonight. I'm sure he's probably tired of standing on the sidelines watching Eastern Alamance. I know last year was pretty emotional for him. This year I bet he'd love to come out there and get some of that back. Although Quentin seems to be holding it down once again. Nice deep kick. It'll be kicked away from Eastern Alamance and into the end zone where it'll be a touchback. Evan Barnes with a nice kickoff there. The Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with just under 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half. So the Southern Nash defense definitely checked out after that last offensive possession by the Eagles with a little momentum. So we'll see how big that fire is still burning as that thick front line of Dalen Whitley, Alan Langley, Devontae Edmondson, and Terrence Raspberry line up there. It's going to be a pass across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Jason Bland. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles here. Still in the shotgun. He's going to roll back this nice screen pass, and it'll be off the fingertips of the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles after 2 incompletions.
Seems like there's some confusion on the Southern Nash Firebirds defense as Vic had to basically leave his man for somebody else.
Yeah, Austin Bryant had him wide open there. Obviously, at 3rd and 10, you can expect a pass here. Got 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. He's rolling back to pass. He's got a man roll it out to the side. It's going to be picked off. Jackson Vick with the interception. Intercepted by Jackson Vick. The ball is turned over. First turnover of the game. Firebirds will take over 1st and 10 from the Eastern Alamance 35-yard line. Huge play by Jackson Vick and the Southern Nash defense. So I guess that answers.
Play.
I guess that answers my question. If the momentum was still with them, they still had that fire. I'd say somebody put a torch to that bad boy. Matt Foster's going to break away for a nice run, carry a couple of Eagles with him down just shy of the 20 on another great run. Be a 13-yard gain and a first down for the Firebirds as they continue to move the stick. I tell you, man, all that rec ball practice paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically enough, this is almost a rematch of a rec ball state championship against Eastern Alamance several years ago. Gain of 4 on the play there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Firebird. Yes, from what I was told, the Firebirds, or the Southern Nash, the Little Firebirds, met with the Little Eagles or whatever they are from Eastern Alamance area in back-to-back seasons, roughly about, I guess that was about 6 or 7 years ago that they met in back-to-back. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Southern Nash was victorious in those games. So I hand off here to Quentin Cooley as he cuts back up the middle. Another small gain there, another kind of a chip shot. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 from just inside the Eagle 15-yard line as we are approaching the 5.5-minute mark remaining in the first half. Quentin Cooley on the carry around the end. Looks like he's going to be tackled short of the first down, just over the 15-yard line. It will bring up 4th down, and it will still call it 3. Not enough gain really to take a yard off that line of gain. 4th down and 3. Passing the 5-minute mark remaining in the half. 14 seconds ticking by on the play clock. Down to under 10 seconds on the play clock. 6. And flags come in.
I think it's another encroachment.
There was some jumping. We'll see if that was encroachment or offsides. It was encroachment against the Eagles. Another Southern Nash first down off a Eagle penalty, as that is the 3rd time that they have jumped tonight on defense. 2 of them definitely being in favor of the Firebirds, as it did move the chains. So it'll be 1st and 10, or 1st and goal from just inside the 10-yard line for the Firebirds, as we are approaching the 4.5-minute mark remaining in the half. Quentin Cooley gets the call. He'll be wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage. Forward momentum will get him just beyond that. Looks like it's going to bring up 2nd and goal, and the ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 7. Passing the 4-minute mark remaining in the half. So a big goal line stand here for the Eagles. As Quentin Cooley gets the number again, he'll punch that one through. He's still on his feet. He'll finally be brought down. It took 6 guys with somebody laying behind him to trip him up. It will bring up 3rd down and goal. Not a very generous spot there. Ball will be spotted just inside the 5-yard line. Look from here like he got a little further, but I'm a long ways away, so I won't throw any stones from my glass house. But it will be 3rd and goal from just inside the 5-yard line for the Firebirds. Matt Foster under center. Quentin Cooley gets the call again. He'll be tripped up. A pickup of maybe a foot on the play. Is to bring up 4th down for the Firebirds. And Evan Barnes will trot on to attempt a field goal here to try to pick back up those 3 PAT points that were missed, both by one by a kick and one by a 2-point conversion.
That would be about a 20-yard field goal.
Another timeout as Foster does not look happy about something that was going on that field. It was a bad snap at that, as that was in the grass. Looked like Horgan had recovered and got it on the place. But Foster will call timeout, and the clock has jumped back to 10 minutes. So we're going to have to fix the clock. We'll probably have to get as the clock technician up here is trying to talk to the sidelines to get that clock reset, and they'll call the Southern Nash coaches will call the officials over some malfunction in the clock. So they're going to go for the field goal here, but now there's a concern with the clock, which at this point shows 10 minutes remaining in the half. Obviously, we know that's not right. We had passed the 4-minute mark. Not really sure where it was at when the clock malfunctioned. I think we're gonna check here to see if we can back up. If we can back up and maybe see where that time was at. No way we can do that here. As we've mentioned previously, we don't have replay abilities. So they're going to put it at 4:30. I think there was a little less time than that. However, that's where they're going to set this clock at 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half. And I wasn't keeping an exact eye on it. I looked as it was going beyond 4 minutes.
You're going to put it in 4 minutes and 33 seconds.
So, but now it'll show 4.5 minutes remaining until halftime. Evan Barnes will be on to kick the field goal here, which would tack another 3 on. The spot is down. It's up. And it is good. That would be Evan Barnes' second made field goal of the season. So with 4:31 remaining in the first half, Southern now holds a 15-7 lead over the Eagles of Eastern Alamance. So basically recovering the 2-point conversion and the PAT that were missed earlier to show that 15-7 score. You know, you hate to have to settle for 3 after that great interception by Jackson Vick. But we will take the points. So Evan Barnes once again to kick off with 4:31 remaining in the half. Still some discussion going on about the clock. However, that decision was made by the officials. I mean, this is high school football. You know, we don't have all the different cameras and the replay abilities, so we'll have to go with what the official call is, and it is what it is. Nice kickoff fielded inside the 10-yard line by Eastern Alamance. There will be a return, and he will be tackled by Isaiah Walker-Warren just inside just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 22-yard line. So one man out to the wide, man in motion. He twins to the right. And another stop in the backfield. As Terrence Raspberry gets in to wrap him up, but from the ground, looks like Alan Langley reached up and got a hold of him there. So it'll be no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Once again from the shotgun and looking to pass. He's going to have to scramble out. He's going to throw it deep. Got men open. And broken up by Isaiah Walker-Warren. Had 2 men wide open in the middle of the field. Great read by Isaiah Walker-Warren to break that up, because with his commitment to that pass, had it been caught, there was nothing but a whole lot of real estate between the Eagle receivers and the end zone. Instead, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. After a holding call, they will take it, so they will replay 2nd down here. That's going to make it 2nd down. We'll call that 19. Apparently on that first play, they gained about a half a yard. So a long 19, 2nd and 19, just under 4 minutes to go in the half. Once again from the shotgun. He's looking to pass. He's got somebody deep, and it's caught. Jackson Vick's the only one that has a chance to catch him, as he's on a dead run to get him, and he will not reach him on the long touchdown pass by the Eastern Alamance Eagles as they score with 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the half to close the margin to 2, with the score will now be 15-13. So it looked like we got a hand on that pass, but obviously the receiver for Eastern Alamance came up with a catch, and after we committed to try to knock that down, there was no one there to touch him. Jackson Vick on a great run to try to catch him from behind, but he was just had too much of a lead on him. And so now the big discussion will be, will Eastern Alamance go for 2 here to tie this, as they have burned their first time out of the half. To talk about it, obviously you would think that they would go for 2. So this could be a huge play here for the Firebirds to try to get this stopped and maintain the lead, as we are definitely approaching halftime here. Obviously, anybody that's watching Southern Nash football so far this year knows that 3.5 minutes, a whole lot can break open in 3.5 minutes as far as scoring goes. So we'll wait to see here what happens and how the defense holds up, as it does appear that the Eagles are going to go for 2. So this ball will be handed off. It will be reversed. He's looking to pass. He's going to keep it himself and will step into the end zone untouched for the 2-point conversion. And that will tie the game at 15 between the Firebirds and the Eagles, with 3:36 remaining until halftime. So the big pass play by the Eagles, that was pretty much a 90-yard pass play, as they put up the big play, and we knew Eastern Alamance was capable of that. But when you let receivers get behind you and then you commit, that's the risk you take there. So I'm sure once again there'll be some adjustments made. They'll be talking to the DBs as we go into the break here at just over 3 minutes. Eastern Alamance on to kickoff for their second time tonight. It will be a deep kick into the end zone. And he does not, he keeps it in field of play, so the clock won't stop. He does get a return out to the 21-yard line.
$79 yards, just under 330, one timeout. Very doable to put some more points up for the Firebirds offense.
Absolutely. Ball was bobbled a little bit by Matt. He's going to keep that, kind of go around the end to his right. He's going to turn, well, look, could have been a disaster, into a short gain of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 as the clock continues to run. And we will be hitting the 3-minute mark here. Be kept again by Foster. He's got some room up the middle. He will get enough to get the first down. We will move the chains and stop the clock with 2:44 remaining in the half. It'll be 1st and 10 Firebirds from their own, just shy of their own 33-yard line here. As the clock does restart, as the chains have been moved. Handoff up the middle to Quentin Cooley, who will get no gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. As we pass the 2-minute mark remaining in the half. Score still tied, 15 apiece. Jason Bland will get this handoff, and he's got room to turn the corner. He'll drop his shoulder. Going to pick up a few yards on that carry. Just shy of the Southern Nash 40-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. Or a long 4 here.
And he gave him that a gain of 6.
So a minute and a half ticks by on the clock. Matt Foster rolls out. He's looking to pass. He breaks one tackle. Still got people on him. He's got some room to run. He'll keep it himself. Take it down to the 45-yard line, out of bounds. We'll stop the clock with 1:16 remaining. As it looked like a busted play, the route he was looking for, there was absolutely nobody there, and he takes that busted play and turns it into another first down. So heads-up play by quarterback Matt Foster to recover from yet another possible fiasco. Got a few minutes to talk about it here. Southern Nash still has 1 timeout remaining. Eastern Alamance has 2. Matt Foster steps back under center, 1st and 10. Quentin Cooley gets the call. Looks like he's going to be stopped again at about the line of scrimmage. May have picked up a foot or so. We'll give him the full yard there on that carry. Bring it 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line of Southern Nash.
DC was checking in there.
And Daniel Batchelor does check out.
We have 2 men out wide. It's a wildcat formation, looks like.
It is. Quentin Cooley back at quarterback. Going to be pitched back to Matt Foster, who's looking to pass. He's got Isaiah Walker-Warren down the field deep. It's caught. Isaiah Walker-Warren with the catch. And it's taken out of his hands and ruled an interception. Southern Nash's first turnover tonight DC had that ball in his hands, and it was taken away by the Eastern Alamance defender. And Eastern Alamance will now take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line with 25.9 seconds remaining in the half. So a little mix-up there on the defense. Looks like we're missing a player. And they will step out of bounds after a gain of about 5. Bring up 2nd and it's like 2nd and 5 with 21 seconds remaining. Going to be tackled there in the middle by Cameron Thompson. We'll be shy of the first down, and that clock will continue to run, and Eastern Alamance will let it run out as we will go into halftime with your Southern Nash Firebirds, #1 seed in the East, tied with the #3 seed and undefeated Eastern Alamance Eagles. As we go into halftime, once again, we are sponsored by Vandermark Farms. Your scoreboard tonight sponsored by C-Squared Show Cattle and Baker Professional Services. We're going to take a brief intermission here, and we will be back shortly for this exciting second half as Eastern Alamance deferred in the first and will receive the ball for the opening kickoff of the second half. We'll be back shortly. Thank you. Welcome back to the second half with your score tied 15-all between the number 1 seed Southern Nash Firebirds and number 3 seed Eastern Alamance Eagles. Very exciting first half as we saw the big plays both offensively and defensively from both sides of the field, and obviously that's what you would expect in a championship game. Very well-matched team. You had, like I said, the Army versus the Air Force. You had the ground troops versus the pass. And they've pretty much been tit for tat so far. Both teams have thrown an interception. Quentin Cooley has scored 2 rushing touchdowns. And Eastern Alamance will receive the opening kickoff. It will be returned, fielded at the 5-yard line. And he'll be tackled now just beyond the 15-yard line. Looks like they're going to take him out to the 17. So special teams comes up with a big stop there, and will start Eastern Alamance deep in their own territory. Be 1st and 10.
Looks like there's an injured Firebird on the field as well.
Looks like Jalen McClaston was down, who has been huge on defense in recent weeks. We'd already lost so as Coach Foster and Miss Kennedy, the trainer, look over the injured Jalen McClaston.
Like possibly might have been grabbing his shoulder.
Yeah, I was starting to say we'd already lost Xavier Burgess a couple weeks ago. You see him there on the field in street clothes to an ACL injury. This is what you don't want to see. Obviously very reminiscent of last year's second-round game versus Eastern Alamance. So Jalen McClaston will be helped off the field. So hope everything's okay with him there. And you see Zonovan Knight there speaking to him as he walks off the field. Obviously, some flashbacks there for Bam. Once again from the shotgun, play back underway, looking to pass. Again, a handoff after a faked quick pass. Be brought down just beyond the line of scrimmage, a gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play. We're looking for the spot here. Going to spot it at the 19. Gain of about 1 on the play. Going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles. Another handoff here, and caught by Jason Bland. Dalen Whitley makes first contact. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 25-yard line. Make that 3rd down and about 4. So a big 3rd down play here to start the second half for the Firebirds, as they could use a nice stop here. You got trips out to the right, single formation out to the left, single back with the quarterback in the backfield. And the receiver slips down, stands up and slips back down, as that'll bring up 4th down on a nice defensive stand there by the Firebirds. Be 4th and 4. And it looks like Eastern Alamance may go for this here. Deep in their own territory. Look, they will go for this play here.
Could just try to draw the Firebirds off sides too. No, they actually are.
Looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Eastern Alamance turns the ball over on downs deep in their own territory. Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 from the Eagle 24-yard line. So happy birthday and thank you very much to the Firebirds on a great defensive stand. I won't say they gave it to them because the defense really stood strong there and held them. Really surprised that the Eagles would go for that so far back in their own territory. However, we'll take it.
Surprised me too. I thought they were trying to get us to go off sides.
So Dalen Whitley on his first carry of the night will pick up about 3 on the play. Possibly 4, looking for the spot here. Yeah, it'd be 2nd down and 7 after a gain of about 3 on the play. So here you see the evidence of Foster slipping in some jabs. You see some different guys in the backfield now. Dalen Whitley in for the first time tonight. Jackson Vick will get this handoff, and he'll be tripped up at the 25-yard line for a loss on that play. It's going to take it back to the 25. Well, it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Firebirds. So far tonight, Jackson Vick has not been able to get it going offensively. He's had that big interception on defense. Matt Foster looking to pass. He's got some pressure. He's going to throw that into the ground and incomplete to Dalen Whitley. That will bring up 4th down and a long 10 for the Firebirds. So a big decision to make here. I have seen Evan Barnes make a field goal from this range before. That would be about a 42-yard field goal. And he will come out to make the attempt. So this would be a 42-yard field goal for Evan Barnes with just under 9.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The kick is away. And for the 2nd time tonight, Evan Barnes, the kick is good. Nice hold by Matthew Horgan to get that ball down, and for Evan Barnes to get that quick away. A 42-yard field goal by Evan Barnes moves the Firebirds back ahead of the Eagles by a score of 18-15 with 9:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So another turnover, one being the interception in the first half, this being a turnover on downs. And Southern Nash converts both to field goals. So Evan Barnes coming up big tonight after the first missed PAT. He is now 2 for 2 on field goals. This will be another high kickoff. Will not be that deep. Fielded at about the 15. Going to be a return out to the 20 to 30. Brought down at about the 30. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 31-yard line where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10. With 9 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Still from the shotgun. Going to draw back the pass. It's completed out to the 40 on a quick little pass over the middle. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 1. Trips to the right. This ball will be handed off. And he will pick up a couple on the play. It will be enough to move the chains for the Eagles. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Eastern Alamance from their own 44-yard line as they've gone into hurry-up offense here. No huddle. Looking again to pass. Got a man across the middle open. Oh, no, the ball was uncatchable there. A flag comes in for pass interference on a ball thrown way over the receiver's head. Coach Foster is definitely going to question that flag. That ball was clearly a good 6 feet over the receiver's head. So that will be an automatic first down. Move the ball into Southern Nash territory for the Eagles, and they'll have 1st and 10 from the Firebird 41. So very questionable call. And he's looking to throw it again. He's got a man open down the sideline. Throws it over his head. He does hesitate as if to try to draw contact. Figured, I guess, if they would make that crappy call the first time, they'd make it again. Excuse me for saying that. But I can't be fined. This is high school football. So bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. As a light rain has started to fall, got a completion across the middle. He's going to take it down to the Southern Nash 25-yard line, where it'll be another 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Still in the no-huddle offense, which is the same thing that they ran last year. Still looking to pass. Got 2 men to the right. And it'll be intercepted again. Jackson Vick's 2nd interception of the night. He's going to take that ball, try to return it. He will be brought down at the 5-yard line. However, huge defensive stop for Jackson Vick, who has his 2nd turnover of the night. And the Firebirds take over 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line.
Great play defensively there.
It's a little slow getting the play in. The play clock's down to 7. Down to 2. They get the snap away. Quentin Cooley's going to bring it out, gain a couple. Giving a little bit of breathing room to the Firebirds. They'll spot him down at about the 10-yard line. Make it 2nd and 6 for the Firebirds. So definitely no hurry up here for the Firebirds as they continue their methodical football. And this time, Quentin gets the call again. He's going to take that out to just shy of the 15. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a short 2 yards. Not quite a full 2. So a big 3rd down conversion here as the Eagles definitely pack the line in the middle. And Matt Foster will do the quarterback keeper and take that out across the 15-yard line and pick up enough to pick up a 1st down. So Southern Nash moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. As the clock continues to eat away, passing 6.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Matt Foster back under center. Going to hand off to, looked like it was handed off to Quentin. However, looks like Matt Foster kept that for himself. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play will bring up 2nd down and 10. Well, they're going to give him about a yard. We'll call that 2nd down and 9. So Quentin Cooley gets the call. Flag comes in. It's going to be a gain of about 7. We'll see what the penalty is if it negates that. Not sure what the official saw. He threw it right at the pile where Quentin was going down, and that was a hold against the Firebirds. So that'll negate that run and tack 10 yards onto the line to gain. So that'll make it 2nd down and 19 as Southern will go all the way back to the 11-yard line. So backed up against their own end zone again. 2nd and long. Quick pitch to Quentin Cooley, who's got some room around the end. He's at the 20. Down across the 25, out to the 28-yard line. That 22-yard gain, 23-yard gain will move the chains. Another 1st down for Southern Nash on another big run play by Quentin Cooley, as he does have a way of finding those gaps and getting those pistons firing and getting through those holes. So Quentin gets the call again. He'll sweep it around the end. He's got some room. He's still on his feet, tripped up just up beyond the 35-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 8 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
That possibly was a touchdown saving tackle there for the Eagles. There was a lot of green.
Yeah, I'll give them the Eagles a lot of credit. They have definitely been working on their tackling skills.
It has been a very good defensive game for them so far.
Isaiah Walker-Warren lines up wide to the left. Matt Foster will charge forward. Not sure if he's going to have enough to move the chains. It's going to be awfully close. We've had a couple of measurements already tonight. Don't know if this is going to be close enough to call for yet another measurement. And they're going to give the signal for 1st down. 1st down Firebirds. Matt Foster picks up enough on the play to move the sticks again. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Firebirds from their own 38-yard line. As we pass under the 4-minute mark. So a pitch back to Quentin Cooley, who breaks free of the line. He's still on his feet, still moving forward across midfield.
Oh, my.
Into Eagle territory, down to the 48-yard line of Eastern Alamance. And another 1st down for the Firebirds as they continue the ground and pound and pulling off those wreck ball runs.
Looks like Southern's calling a timeout.
You are correct. They'll burn their 1st of the half. So during this timeout, we'll remind everybody that tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Farms, who supplies the landscape industry as well as athletic fields, golf courses, and erosion control products. They are the premier supplier of natural grass sod to Central and Eastern North Carolina and Southern Virginia. Their vision is to enhance their customers' field of dreams, 1 yard, 1 field at a time. And they've also received the 2016 Near Mayo Body Senior Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Working with natural turf grass is not only rewarding, but for their family, it's also just plain fun and exciting. Producing natural turf grass sod has been their family business since 1988. In an update on the western part of the state, coming out of halftime, Kings Mountain and Charlotte Catholic are tied at 7 apiece, just as we were at 15 apiece. Of course, the winner of our game goes on to face the winner of that game next week at Carter Finley Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Back to play here, Dalen Whitley gets the call. He'll take that over the 45-yard line. Crowd wanted a late hit there on Hunter Thorne, who seems to be favoring his left arm. And he'll check out as Daniel Batchelor comes back in. Clock continues to run, under 3 minutes to go into third. Isaiah Walker-Warren out to the left. Cooley in the backfield. He'll get the pitch. He's got some room to run. He's across the 30 to the 20 to the 10. Quentin Cooley takes it to the house. Quentin Cooley for 6 with 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Southern Nash opens up the score to take a 9-point lead.
The wrecking ball strikes again.
24-15. It's not on it. It's 24-15. Evan Barnes on for the extra point. And it's good. With 2.5 minutes remaining, Southern Nash takes a 10-point lead over the Eastern Alamance Eagles by a score of 25-15. With the kickoff coming up here, another huge stand for the defense.
If I heard correctly, I think they said that was about 235 yards for Cooley.
235 yards rushing for tonight. Well, that's also his third rushing touchdown of the night, which puts him at 44, which according to the record, he is now tied for 7th all-time in the North Carolina High School Athletic Association for rushing touchdowns in a season. Tied for 7th. As the kick is away and fielded at about the 7-yard line, there will be a return here. Going to take it out midfield where he's met by the Firebirds, and they will get a nice stop down on about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line of Eastern Alamance, and that's where the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 with 2:20 remaining in the third. So there will be a personal foul called against the Firebirds here. Didn't see that flag coming in. So that will actually greatly help the Eagles as that'll move the chains towards the Firebird end of the field. That'll be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line of the Eagles is where they'll start. From the shotgun, trips to the right. This will be a handoff around the end. Going to take it down about 9 yards on the carry. Should bring up 2nd down and about 1. Still no huddle offense here for Eastern Alamance. A handoff again up the middle. That will be enough for a first down out to about the Eagle 48-yard line. Looking to pass this time. He's got men open, got some pressure from behind him. Got to get rid of that ball, looking for a receiver to come back to him. It'll be caught out of bounds, be incomplete. So great pressure there by the defensive line to get into that backfield. As
also great, ability to scramble there by Bryant.
Yeah, Bryant was looking, he got away from a great. He was looking for his receivers to come back. They did not. He'll once again go from the shotgun, looking to pass again on a quick pass. It is caught. Little juke step. Be pushed out of bounds. Be a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. So that'll move the Eagles into Southern Nash territory. It'll be 3rd down and about 4. Going to hand off again. No coverage in the middle. He's got some room to run. Going to be tripped up by Isaiah Walker-Warren after a long run there for Eastern Alamance. That'll be enough for a first down. Be 1st and 10 from the Firebird 31. Still no huddle. From the shotgun, definitely looking to pass. No one in the backfield with him. A lot of pressure here. He'll turn to run that upfield, and will run that out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Be a gain of about 7 on the play.
They're going to give him credit for a first.
So I guess my vision was blocked by the Firebirds. That'll be a first down. Little stutter step there, busted play. Finally brought down. Looked like Dalen Whitley and Cameron Thompson in on that stop. And a gain of 4, make it 2nd down and 6. Looking to pass. Got a lot of pressure. Big Allen Langley. That's intentional grounding. How about a flag? No flag is thrown as Big Allen Langley had the pressure on. Bring up 3rd down and 7. I guess they'll consider him out of the pocket there. We saw that Cowboys game last night. Dak Prescott didn't get that same call. Still no huddle. The snap's away, looking to pass. Got a man cutting across, cuts back to the outside. The pass will be caught. He slips the tackle of Jackson Vick and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. As another Firebird player is down, as well as Coach Foster, who is down on the field. So official timeout on the field with 22.1 seconds remaining, as they are attending to Coach Foster, who was down on the field. Now, if you remember, he went down a couple of weeks ago, and it actually was a knee issue. His knee just kind of gave out on him, and he went down to the ground. Eastern Alamance trainers are overlooking at the Firebird player who is down there with Robbie Kennedy, looking to see who that looks like. That may be Isaiah Walker-Warren who is down, and it is Isaiah Walker-Warren. And Isaiah will get to his feet. Looks like maybe an ankle injury, as he will walk off under his own accord, but however, limping heavily. Coach Foster is still down on the field waiting to see here what's going on with Coach Foster. as a dead silence has fallen over the stadium, we will do the same. So we are starting to see some movement there from Coach Foster. He did roll over on his own onto his back. Still being attended to. As Miss Kim Foster is now making her way down to so but Brian Foster is getting to his feet. He is up as the crowd gives out a cheer, waiting to see here. Kind of a scary moment there as you look at his two sons, both quarterback Matt Foster as well as assistant coach Zach Foster, looking on as their dad, first of all, Dad, and secondly, head coach Brian Foster. So just to give you an idea of the family, and I'm hoping the camera's catching this, you can see the embrace around the Foster boys for their dad. As Kim goes in to check on Matt. You can see that Matt is visibly upset, obviously. As now the team comes together to pull together. Matt leads the charge as he stands mid-huddle. As the team breaks, they will be bringing on the Gator to assist Coach Foster. Not really sure if that was his knee again. They will help him up. They are looking at Coach Foster's leg, so looks like that may be what the case is, that there's an injury to his knee or lower leg. Yes, as Coach Foster does have his leg propped up, you can tell he is visibly upset. Great sportsmanship there on the part of the Eagles as they stand and clap. And they will take Coach Foster off of the field. And it looks like he will be heading to the ambulance. So we have to remember there is a football game going on here. We'll get this back underway with 22.1 seconds remaining in the half. In the third quarter. Eastern Alamance has just scored a touchdown. It is 25-21. The PAT upcoming. So the kick is down, and it's good. So with 22.1 seconds remaining, Eastern Alamance has closed the gap to 3 points. Southern still leads 25-22. With the kickoff upcoming, the Southern Nash offense will retake the field. So obviously a very traumatic and scary incident here at Firebird Stadium with Coach Foster going down. Still not sure. A lot of people are forgetting that Isaiah Walker-Warren went down on that play as well. However, it's nice to see that he is back out on the field. And he will be back with Quentin Cooley deep to receive the upcoming kickoff. So Southern will go the rest of the way without head coach Brian Foster on the sideline. And they will fight to hold on to a 3-point lead here as this third quarter of the Eastern Region Championship game starts to come to an end. Isaiah Walker-Warren will field the kick. No signs of injury on the return as he's back out across the 20 and down to about the 23-yard line, as they'll call him down, and that's where the Firebirds will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Matt Foster back under center. And he will keep this one and pick up about 6 on that carry. Bring up 2nd down and 4. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter with the Firebirds leading the Eagles of Eastern Alamance by a score of 25-22. Tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Farms. Producing natural turfgrass sod has been their family business since 1988. They are the premier supplier of natural grass sod to Central, Eastern North Carolina, and Southern Virginia. They supply the landscape industry as well as athletic fields, golf courses, and erosion control projects. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 varieties of natural grass. Their vision is to enhance their customers' field of dreams 1 yard at a time, and they have been giving the Entrepreneur of the Year award by Nearby Body Mayo, a senior. And working with natural turf grass is not just rewarding, it's exciting and fun for their family. And we thank them again for their sponsorship this evening. Also sponsoring tonight on the scoreboard is C Squared Show Cattle. They were established in 2008 from Nashville, North Carolina. The Strickland and Denton families specialize in elite dairy show heifers and registered beef shorthorns. They pride themselves on doing well in the show ring. However, their greatest accomplishment has been introducing agriculture to the area youth through 4-H club bridles and halters. Having 3 alumni of Southern Nash on the team, they want to wish the best of luck to the football team tonight. Go Birds. Quentin Cooley on the carry will take that out beyond the 30-yard line. Looks like a gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a short 1 here. As Dalen Whitley is back as the lone back, Jason Bland goes in motion. Matt Foster will keep this for himself again to try to trudge forward to get that 1st down line to gain. Waiting for the spot here to see if he got enough. It looks like they're going to call a official timeout and stretch the chains again. That is the 3rd or 4th time they've done that this evening. So I will give them credit for making sure they got this right.
I'm not so sure that's the correct spot there.
So it looks like he'll have to pull out his business card again. The last-minute kick of the stick moves it an inch, and that's how much short they are from a 1st down. So that will bring up 4th down and about an inch for the Firebirds. With 11:08 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
So it looks like they had to bring out the index card again.
Yeah.
Probably should have used about 3 or 4 of them that time.
As the backfield is stacked. Well, it'll be handed off to Quentin Cooley, and he'll take it out across the 35-yard line, and that will definitely be enough to move the chains. No measurement needed, no index card needed. That'll be a Southern Nash 1st down. Quentin Cooley is the lone back, and he'll get the handoff, and it trips as he comes across the line of scrimmage.
Looked like he kind of somebody fell on him near the end of that play.
And now Quentin Cooley slow to get up. And he has come up a little limp. But as we all know, Quentin, he will refuse to come out. You pretty much have to cut him open with a chainsaw. He will be taken out by the coaches. Obviously not wanting to do that. Jackson Vick will check in. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Jackson Vick will go in motion here. Matt Foster will keep this for himself, take it out across the 40-yard line. Go out to about the 42 is where they'll spot it. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and a long 4. As Isaiah Walker-Warren now checks into the game. Along with Quentin Cooley, who has checked back into the game. And Quentin Cooley will get this call. He's going to turn it upfield, and it looks like right off the supposed injury, he's going to come in for a rush that moves the chains yet again. That has got to be one of the absolute toughest kids I have ever seen in my life. 413 yards last year with a separated shoulder, comes up limp. They have to force him to go out of the game. Now he's back in. You can tell it's still a little favor in there, but the heart of this kid is just incredible. Out to the 50-yard line. Going to gain a couple here.
You see just the heart and the love of this game and wanting to give everything he has for it. It's amazing to see in such a young man.
So Quentin gets the call again. He's got some room to run across the 40, down to the 35 and the 30. Going to be pushed out of bounds. Going to have to see where the call is. Get 2 different officials marking 2 different out of bounds spots. It'll be at the 30-yard line of the Eagles, and that'll be another first down. Be 1st and 10 for the Firebirds, well into Eagle territory at the Eagle 30-yard line. So Firebirds playing on a lot of emotion here. Obviously, they love each other. They're a big family. Quentin Cooley gets the call again, still on his feet, out down close to the 20-yard line. He passed the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. We have another Firebird that's down. Quentin's checking on him. I believe that's Isaiah Walker-Warren. No, that's not Isaiah Walker-Warren. I see Isaiah. He's still up. Looking to see who that is. I believe it may be Hunter Thorne. It is Hunter Thorne. Hunter missed the majority of last season with multiple tears, ACL, MCL, and came back for his senior year. You see him favoring that knee as he's checking out. That'll be a big loss on both defense and offense as he does pull duties from both sides of the football. He will be helped over to the bench to be checked on by Miss Kennedy, the trainer. So back to the live action. You have Dalen Whitley and Quentin Cooley in the backfield. Jason Bland's on the wing. Quentin Cooley's going to get the call. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe get up to about the 21-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short.
With just under 7.5 minutes left to play.
Play clock clicks past 9. Jason Bland goes in motion. It's going to be handed off to Dalen Whitley, who's got room. He's to the 5. He's in the end zone. Dalen Whitley takes it to the house. 6. Dalen Whitley on the big carry from out of nowhere. Once again, you key on Quentin Cooley, you may pay the price. So the Dalen Whitley jab goes to the uppercut and hits a touchdown blow as Evan Barnes kicks the PAT through for good. And with 7:02 remaining in the game, Southern retakes the 10-point lead, leading the Eastern Alamance Eagles by a score of 32-22. So definitely everything you wanted in a championship game, the back and forth, the emotion, the big play, the big defensive stand. We've seen it all tonight. This is everything it's supposed to be. Two great high school football teams. As Southern Nash moves to kick on. So checking the score out in the western part of the state going into the fourth quarter, that game is still tied at 7 between Charlotte Catholic and Kings Mountain. So an equally tough game going on out in the western part of the state. Obviously a defensive game. So a lot of exciting high school football tonight in the 3A class. Evan Barnes will kick this deep again to be fielded at about the 7-yard line. There will be a return. He's back up the middle. He's got some room. He split some tackles. He's still on his feet out across the 50 into Firebird territory at the 48 on the best kick return of the evening for Eastern Alamance. And that is where the Eagles will start. First and 10 for their best starting field position of the night. So defense has stood up to basically everything else that Eastern Alamance has thrown at them. So let's give them good starting position, and let's see if we can hold this up. You got twins out to the left, one single to the right. The ball will be handed off. He's going to turn around the side, caught from behind, finally brought down close to the first down marker. It's going to bring up second down and 2. Looked like Chasen Royal was in on that tackle along with possibly Luke Coble.
Eagles still using the hurry-up offense.
Yep, no huddle. It's going to be handed off again. Caught in the backfield by Cameron Thompson. Terrence Resberry was there for contact as well. First time we've called his name tonight. He's kind of been taken out as they know the defense, the focus has got to be on Terrence Raspberry. Be no gain, bring up third down, and still 1 to go. Got trips out to the left, a single to the right, a lone back in the backfield with Austin Bryant. He's trying to draw the Firebirds off sides. It's not going to work. The play clock still with over 10 seconds, passing 10. The snap will be off. It'll be handed off. He will split to the right side. Will pick up enough to move the chains. It will be an Eagle first down as Eastern Alamance moves inside the Southern Nash 35-yard line. Be first and 10 from just at that mark, 35. Looking to pass again. Getting a little pressure, throws it wild and out of bounds. No receiver even in the area. So great pressure by the big D line getting into that backfield. It's going to bring up second down and 10. Only one man in motion. Quarterback Austin Brown will roll out. He's going to pass back across field, a tough pass, and it will be caught. That was an incredible pass to be. He was running to his left, turned his body, and threw back across the field to a wide open receiver. That young man, not sure where his commitment options are just yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see him playing on some Saturdays. He's a great quarterback, and to be able to pull that play off just shows that off. As Eastern Alamance does close the score back to 4 with the PAT upcoming. And it's down, and the PAT is good. So once again, Eastern Alamance closes to 3 as we have 5 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the game. This year, very reminiscent of the tight game that it was last year at about this time. The only difference is we were supporting a pretty large lead that saw Eastern Alamance come back. holding on to the 3-point lead. As I see, Miss Kim Foster has returned to the sidelines now. I'm sure giving an update. Giving an update to the players as to Coach Foster. She's speaking to some of them individually. So this will be a big possession here for the Firebirds with 5.5 minutes remaining. Don't know if you could see an onside kick. Might be a little early for an onside kick here. But that is the way he's going to line up. It looks like there's going to be possibly an onside kick as the hands team moves to the front of the line. And that is what it'll be. And it's covered up by Chasen Royal, who hits the ground. Great recovery by Chasen. And that'll be 1st and 10 for the Firebirds from the 50-yard line. So great starting position after kickoff. That's their best starting position after kickoff. They've had a couple of turnovers that have put us down in great field position early that we converted into field goals. But however, this is the first after a kickoff. Isaiah Walker-Warren out wide to the right. Quentin Cooley is back deep, and he will get the pitch. He's going to turn the end and will be pushed out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. So there is an Eastern Alamance player down on the field. So he's up under his own power. He will walk back. He will walk off the field. So when play resumes, it will be 2nd down and 1. As you see, the Baker Professional scoreboard has the score 32-29 with 5:28 remaining. Still official timeout underway. They've not restarted the clock because of the injury. It'll start on, and it has the play clock has started now. Be a pitch back to Quentin Cooley, who slips one tackle, will be brought down beyond the 40. That will be enough for a 1st down. As Southern Nash does move the chains again. Not a lot of time clicking off that clock down to 5:20, passing that point, remaining in the game. 3-point lead by the Firebirds. Matt Foster steps back under center. Isaiah Walker-Warren still in an offense. Jason Bland goes in motion. Quentin Cooley back deep. He'll get the pitch, take it around the left end. He'll slip back to the inside for some extra yardage. He's going to push that pile well beyond the 1st down marker, down to the 25, and that'll where it'll move the chains. Another 1st down for Quentin Cooley and his Firebird crew. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Eastern Alamance 26-yard line. That was just sheer power. I mean, he picked up an extra 4 yards with
the whole defense trying to take him down.
I thought they were getting ready to start sending people off the sideline to jump on to try to stop him.
That might be the secret how to stop him.
We'll take the penalty if they do that, obviously. So Matt Foster back under center with the new set of downs here. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Quentin Cooley once again on a short burst. Looks like a gain of about 5 on the play. Looking for the mark here to see what they give him. Let's bring up 2nd down and a short 5.
So the Nash will be knocking on the red zone here. Also trying to maybe burn as much clock as they can.
The clock's still running here. passing the 3-minute 40 seconds remaining in the game. The ground and pound, run the clock offense still working for the Firebirds. Quentin Cooley cuts around the end. Finally caught. A flag will come in as Quentin Cooley's brought down at the 10-yard line, looking to see what the call is going to be. Obviously, you can hear some aggression in the background up here. It will be called against Southern Nash. It'll be a hold against the Firebirds. So that'll be a repeat of second down. They will spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Make this second down and about 9. Still manageable. 3:20 remaining in the game. So Matt Foster is going to start letting that play clock as well as the game clock kind of wind down, eat some time off. He takes a snap. Quentin Cooley gets the pitch again. He's going to cut that corner, lay out a nasty hit on the defender. So he takes it down to about the 15. Let's see where they spot this. They're going to spot him out of bounds at the 17. He's going to be up third down at about 1. Just handed the score update. Wake Forest, for the first time in I don't know how many years, has lost out of the 4A state championship. They just lost the Eastern Championship to Leesville Road. Back here at Southern Nash Stadium with 3:03 remaining. Southern Nash with a 3-point lead. It's third and very short, about a foot to go. Quentin Cooley, the single back. He gets the handoff. He'll take it out across the 15. That will move the chains yet again for the Firebirds with 2:58 remaining in the game. Just been handed another score update. Kings Mountain now leads Charlotte Catholic by a score of 13-7. And they're actually in overtime. So clock still running here, passing the 2:40 marks. 1st and 10 for the Firebirds from their own 15. Matt Foster will watch this play clock wind down all the way to the end. Gets it to 5 seconds. Hand off to Quentin Cooley, who'll split it, take it down to about the 10-yard line. So a gain of almost 5 yards there. It's going to be second down for the Firebirds as Eastern Alamance is forced to burn their first time out of the half, try to stop the clock, hopefully to get the ball back here with a defensive stop. Southern Nash definitely threatening on the 11-yard line. It'll be second down and 7 when play resumes. Once again, tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Farms here in Nash County. Producing natural turf grass and sod has been their family business since 1988. And we definitely appreciate them sponsoring tonight's game so we can get this on the air for all you viewers to see. The C-Square and Baker Professional Scoreboard, sponsored by those two companies and individuals, shows a 3-point lead for the Firebirds with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game. It's second down and 7 for the Firebirds, deep in Eagle territory. Quentin Cooley gets the call again. He's going to take that down to about the 7-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down. The clock will continue to run. And Eastern Alamance will call for their second time out of the half. They'll have one remaining. 2:09 left in the game. Southern still has 2 timeouts. It is third down and 2. The ball is on the 8-yard line. So this has turned into a clock management game. Luckily, we're not on the Panther side of the clock management, so we could choke.
Oh, man.
Third down and 2. Here comes the money shot. Handed off to Quentin Cooley, who'll punch it down, looking for the spot. Down near the 5-yard line. We'll see where this ball is spotted. Eastern Alamance will burn their final timeout of the second half. And there is 2 minutes to go. And for those of you watching, no, it's not a 2-minute warning. We don't have those in high school. That is the final timeout for Eastern Alamance. Quentin did not quite make it, so it will be 4th and 1 from just outside the 5-yard line. So a huge, huge play upcoming. A first down here with 2 minutes remaining could possibly put the game out of reach. And especially if they're able to convert for a touchdown here to open this to a 2-score game. So Dalen Whitley and Quentin Cooley in the backfield. Foster delaying the call, trying to get him to jump off sides. And he will call timeout as Eastern Alamance did hold their position, didn't fall for the long count there. Southern will have 1 timeout remaining. There is 1 yard to gain to get the first down. Southern will enjoy a new set of downs at that point. They could basically run clock down. It would still leave Eastern Alamance with 10 seconds or so if everything plays out correctly. So I'm sure for security here, Southern would like to punch this in, obviously. Make it a 2-possession game. As Southern seems to take a long time here, and they will start the play clock. Start the play clock. They did not start the play clock. So here's the big money shot. Quentin Cooley punches it forward for a first down. Celebrated as big as a touchdown right here. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for Southern Nash. 1 minute, 56 seconds remaining and counting in the game. 3 downs to burn. And Southern could, for the most part here, take a knee and burn this one out. Looks like they are in victory formation here. No, they're going to punch it in. Quentin Cooley will not quite make it, which, to be quite honest with you here, probably is the best thing for the Firebirds. The clock will continue to run. It'll be 2nd down and goal for the Firebirds. Clock running. Now passing the 1-minute mark. And they have just signaled for victory formation for the Firebirds. So it looks like for the first time in school history, after a couple of knees, as the crowd starts to get excited, Matt Foster takes the knee, and Southern Nash, for the first time in school history, will go to the state championship. The place is going crazy. Southern Nash has done it. 15-0, headed to the state championship as the number 1 3A seed in the state of North Carolina. What a football game this was. Quentin Cooley is exhausted. This is heart. This is football. Big game tonight. Defensive player of the game once again with 2 interceptions goes to Jackson Vick. Offensive player of the game as he moves up the rankings in high school history with rushing touchdowns. Quentin Cooley, offensive player of the game. So we will be playing next week, as I've just reminded, on natural grass. There you go, Mr. Vandermark. We appreciate your sponsorship, and we'll be on natural grass at Carter Finley for the first time in school history. Thank you once again. We are brought to you by Vandermark Farms, and we're going to take a break. I'm going to head down here and see if I can catch a word with some of these Firebird players. This place is going to be crazy. I'm going to do my best to get some words for you. We'll see how that works out. But Southern Nash is going to the state championship. Coach Coble just attacked me from behind. The student section is going berserko. State championship, state championship, state championship. Southern Nash. We'll be back with you in just a minute, folks.
Hey, Matt, quit inside. Come here, Matt, quit inside. Matt, quit inside. Let's go. Quit. Let go. Shoot. Y'all gonna go get the flag. Hey, dude, tell him you gotta come on. Dude. It's all right, y'all good. Y'all got it.
Campus of Eastern State University in Raleigh, where Southern Nash Firebirds will be competing for the state championship against the winner of Charlotte Catholic and Kings Mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it up for both teams. A well-deserved round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Hold it up, baby, hold it up. Everybody, any guys get out, get out. Got to back up, y'all clear away. Yes, sir.
first time ever Southern Nash is going to the state championship for 3A, North Carolina. I'm so excited I can't even hardly talk right now. It's 29 years of the coming for Coach Foster. Hopefully he's good. We'll get updates on him later. I try to get words with Quentin Cooley, try to get words with Jackson Vick, the offensive and defensive player of the game. But I can talk to everybody. You got the Great Wall of Stanhope on hand out here. The place is going crazy. We're absolutely excited. Can't beat Foster strong.
Right there.
Hey, guys, great game tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week. If we can get some interviews round up, we'll air them later for everybody. Great job tonight. Firebirds, State 3A Eastern champions! Got a hold of one of them finally. Second week in a row, defensive player of the game, 2 interceptions. Jackson Vick, sophomore. How was it tonight?
I mean, I gave up a couple plays. I just had to bounce back every time. Quentin Cooley did his thing in Matt Foster. I didn't have the best offensive night, but they stepped up and we won the game, so we're going to the state championship.
That's what makes it the team effort. You did it all together. So tell me, how does it feel, sophomore, going to Carter Finley Stadium to play for the state championship?
Feels great. Thank you to Quentin Cooley. Hopefully my coach is okay.
We're going to check
great
on
team
him.
effort.
I know everybody's praying for Coach Foster. Hey, congratulations tonight, Jackson. Good job, buddy.
Love you. Love you too.
You got Isaiah?
Come here, crazy.
Oh, bring him in. Yeah, bring him in. Bring him in.
Come on out here.
Right here, Isaiah. Right here.
Hey,
Right here. Right here.
Isaiah Walker-Warren, I got to say, he's been the guy all year. When you turn around, there he is, probably the best athlete on this team. He has worked on defense. He's worked on offense. You can see he's very emotional here. First time ever. We lost him for a year last year. Kind of think it might have been different had you been here last year to play these guys. Made a big difference. Love having you back. Isaiah Walker-Warren, tell me, how does it feel to be going to the state championship?
Man, it feels good, man. We're blessed. We're humble. We worked too hard for this. You know, Eastern Alamance came ready to play too, but we wanted more. We're hungry. And, hey, I love you, Foster. I couldn't have done it without you, man. I couldn't have done it without you. You're the reason why I continue to keep balling. Out of all the trouble I've done, you always kept me motivated no matter what. And I appreciate you, Foster. Hey, this one for you, man. This one for you.
Hey, great. A lot of love for Coach Foster. This whole family. This is a family. This isn't a football team. It's a great big family. We love them. The area loves them. And it's not just because they're winning. It's because of guys like this, guys like Jackson Vick, Quentin Cooley, the whole team, the heart that they have, the love for each other. Great job. Congratulations, Isaiah.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Hey, that's 2 weeks in a row.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
I told you, man.
He right hand. He over here. Yeah, trying to find it. You hear me?
Did y'all play catch before the game? We did. Thank you.
Marshall. Let's go. Marshall. Hey, when you doing that, get that that from Mark.
Now, momentarily, just a few minutes ago, you can see him. We're going to bring this in here. I'm going to show this. Quentin Cooley tonight, 3 rushing touchdowns, which, by the way, I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not. Got a little something for you. With 3 rushing touchdowns, you move into tied for 7th place in the history of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association rushing touchdowns in a season. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Number 1 in the state for rushing yardage, for touchdowns scored, and points scored. The man, the beast, the myth, the legend, Quentin Cooley. How does it feel to be going back and now going to the state championship?
Like I said, we got to get back ready to work. We got one more game. Now, I see how I really feel. It feels good right now, though.
How's the ankle? I saw you come with a little...
That was my ankle and my toe, but I'm good now, yeah.
I saw you look a little upset when Miss Kennedy made you come out for a minute.
Yeah, I'm good now.
It's not just you, the whole team. The heart of this team is incredible. The love they have for each other. And, of course, we know a lot of love and concern for Coach Foster who left the field. Any message you want to send to Coach Foster?
We love you, man.
And we love you, buddy. Great job tonight. Congratulations, Quentin.
Appreciate it.
Oh my God.
We're good.
We are shit bound.
All right, he said hurry up. Let's get to the field house. Zoe! Zoe!
Yeah, get the... We need to get the whole great wall of stand-up in here.
I'm on here. Get right here. We only have one photo.
That I got from States a couple years ago. Okay, I got it.
I remember you two guys. You impressed them. It's crazy. Congratulations.
Are you bringing the cheese home? How much is it? Brent, how much your tickets next weekend?
I have no idea.
I don't know what they
Come on, let's go to the field house.
I might take another one.